So this coming Friday, on the 14th of this month, June, which is crazy. I still don't know how we're already in June. On the 14th of this month is I was about to say best friend, but it's not really my best friend. It's like more of like my roommate, but it's pretty much like the only friend. So I don't know. Call him best friend, roommate, friend, buddy, dude, guy, whatever I want to label him as. But he's a close friend to me. So 14th of this month is his birthday basically. And he's going to be turning 21 years old, and we're basically the same age. So me, I'm going to be turning 21 by September, and that has got me thinking a lot. And other than that, I'm in my final year. Since we're both literally like the same age and all that, so we're both in university, both in the same level. But my course, computer science is just 4 years, while his own, I think, schooling geomatics or something like that. So his own is 5 years, so basically he will still have to spend an extra year in school. But me, I'm graduating by December. That's if everything goes right. I'm supposed to graduate by December. And that just that has been fucking with my head lately. Because I'm just thinking like, I'm an adult now. Like literally full-blown adult. Like when you turn 18, you're officially an adult. So at the same time, not really. Because 18 years old, like you're legally an adult, but like you're still a teenager. By 18 you're still a teenager. 19 you're still a teenager. 20, like you have been used to being a teenager, so that's like your first year of not being a teenager. 21, at that point you should start to actually start behaving more like an adult. And obviously maybe it's me that's just having all this weird thoughts or whatever, like nobody sets these rules. But I just thought, like, I usually just think to myself every day, like, bro, you're getting fucking old. Like, you're literally getting old every single day. And I'm 21. I remember when I was about turning 20, which is crazy. Like, it felt like a very big thing, like 20 years old. Ooh, what the fuck? 20, wow. And now we're about to turn 21. And the crazy part is next year to be 22. And the year after, 23, 24. And I say next year, next year sounds far, like, oh, we stay long. Next year is not that far. We're already in June of 2024. 6 months from now, we'll be in January 2025. 6.5 months, 7 months from now, we'll be in January or February 2025. So basically, like, well, next year is not that far. It sounds far now, but it's not that far. And next year I'll be 22 fucking years old. Back then, I remember I used to see, if anybody told me he was like 22, especially when I was like 14, 15, 16, 17, 22, looked so far away. And now it's just a few months away, literally. You might say it's a year, but like it is about a year. It's like 12 months thereabouts, or maybe 15 months since my birthday in September. But it's not that far, because just like this, we'll wake up and it's September 2025. But the reason why I'm saying all this is I started to get pissed at myself, because every single day I'm just like, I'm an adult now. Like I'm old. I'm getting older. That's the scary part. And also, I start to look at my younger ones, like my younger sister, my younger brother, my younger cousins and stuff. And I see them now, like these people are now the ones that 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. And it just, like, I just realized, like, I'm no longer that. Like, I'm no longer 16, bro. I'm no longer 18. I'm no longer 15. Like, I'm no longer 17. And funny enough, I actually kind of miss all those times. Honestly, like, I wish I could be 19. But the point I'm just trying to make is, I just look at myself and I'm like, bro, you're getting old every day. And you don't have your shit together. Like, obviously, I know this whole concept you think you're behind and stuff, which is true, but you're not supposed to maybe necessarily be ahead, but you're supposed to. I just feel like there's some certain things you should stop doing, because 21 years old, all over the world, like you're adults, full-blown adults, whatever I want to say it. Because some parts in the world, like 18 is like you're officially an adult, but many other parts, they will not let you go and drink till you're 21 or so. So 21, you're literally an adult. And by the way, I don't think I'm ever going to drink. The time I tasted alcohol, that shit was bitter as fuck. I could barely drink it. But the point I'm just trying to make, and I've been rambling a little bit, is like, I'm getting older and there are so many stupid things I still do. Stupid jokes. Like, I'm getting older. There are so many stupid things I still do that I'm like, I shouldn't even doing this shit anymore. Like, you're a man now. You're no longer a boy. You're no longer a child. You're no longer a kid. You're an adult now. Like, you could literally get married. Like literally, you could get married now. Like you could literally get married. You could literally build a house or something. You could literally buy a car. Obviously you can. Like you can do all these adult things that your parents usually do, your uncles usually do. Like you're of that age, you can do it. It's just you're broke and you're stressed. But you can do all these things now. So I don't know. I just feel like there are many habits and many things that I still do that I'm just not proud of myself. Like I'm like, bro, you're getting older. You need to stop all this shit. So I just want to share a few of them with you. This channel has always just been me talking about basically like we talking about my failures, my mess up, stupid things I do. I don't think I've ever really documented any win on this channel. But yet, so weirdly enough, people actually enjoy the videos. The one that has been gaining traction a lot recently is what I did. The series I'm now uploading now that what is this thing? Like I use my school fees to buy a course now to make the money back. Like I recorded those videos earlier before. I'm uploading them now. And funny enough, like let's do that for that. Well, people just seem to like those stuff, and those are literally failures. It's almost like all my failures. Those are what people enjoy watching videos. But anyways, the first thing that I feel like I should stop doing, or everybody should stop doing once you're an adult, whether it does 18, or just assume like, bro, you shouldn't be doing this stuff, you're not a teenager anymore. There are many of them, but which one should I even start from? So let's start from the elephant in the room. It's jerking off. Don't you? I always say it like, bro, I remember I posted the note and I was just like, isn't it embarrassing that at 20 going on 21 I'm still busting nuts while my younger cousins are like 15 years old, they are doing the exact same thing. Literally, my younger cousin, I don't know, like I don't usually see them, but well, we're all once there. When you were 15, you probably were busting nuts in the middle of the night. But it's just like very embarrassing that your younger cousin is 15 years old, bro. Like very inexperienced, very young, very stupid teenager. His hormones are just all over the place. I remember they came like sometime earlier this year. They came here and you could just tell how hormonal they were. The hormones were just fucked up. Like it's just very, very everywhere. Like sex is just this thing that fascinates them a lot. The opposite, like you could just tell, like they're just at that age, that puberty age where they are growing rapidly and stuff. So these kids, 15 years old, 16 years old, 14 years old, 13. Oh man, that was fucked up. Well, at this age, they are busting nuts. And you, that is almost 21 years old, you're like 6, 7, 8 years ahead of them. You're still busting nuts. Bro, you're still busting nuts. So, like, it's one of those things I just thought to myself, like, why am I still doing this? Like, you have gone long past this age that you shouldn't be doing it. Like, at this point, it's like you don't have any excuse. Like, you're no longer a teenager, bro. This shit should have ended when you were 19. 19 years old, I could pardon you because you still have that thing in your age, 19. But as from there, like you shouldn't, like, bro, come on, you shouldn't be doing this stuff anymore. I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you. So if you still bust nuts and you're past the age of 20, like, bro, just stop that shit ASAP. Like, start working towards stopping it. Like, just stop. You shouldn't be doing this anymore. Like, we're old now. We're literally old men now. Men. Like, we can literally go and get married. We're old. So stop busting nuts. And this also leads me to the second thing, which is not being able to talk to girls. And it's not even necessarily not being able to talk to girls. It's just like, how would I put it now, being so shy or awkward around girls and everything. Like, I just feel like that's the teenage shit, bro. Like, that's when you're a teenager, like, you see some cute girl in your school. Like, usually watch all these movies, or at least from what I used to notice, there's usually like some cute girl, and there's the nerd guy that is very shy, and he's always in the corner staring at her and wishing one day she would notice him. As usual, it's a movie, so she will definitely notice him. Some bad guy comes, he save the day, the cute girl now likes the nerd guy, finally everybody's good. We all know in real life that doesn't happen. Like, I've been there. I've been fucking there, bro. And that doesn't happen. Like, don't get all notice it, trust me. They're not just going to notice you all of a sudden. No bad guy is going to come. Oh god, but it's just like you shouldn't be weird around girls. That's just the basic thing. You shouldn't be weird. Like you just like at this age, I feel like you should be competent to just speak to them. Like you should have gone past the level that you're seeing them as this how would I put it now, this big thing. Like you see some really hot girl and you're like, wow, she's like a goddess that you can't talk to and stuff. I feel like you should just see them as humans. Like you should be able to interact with girls. If you like, you should be at the point in your life that if you want a girlfriend, you can get one. Like you should have reached that stage. Is it like I said, as much as I'm saying to you, I'm saying to myself as once. But like I'm just bad. Like I don't like see having all these limiting beliefs around here. It's probably part of the reason why it links back to porn and everything. But basically, to just stop seeing girls as special. Like I feel like at 21 or just as an adult, once you grow up, you should just stop doing all this stuff. Like stop seeing them as goddess or special people stuff. And also don't be weird. Like just you should have developed your communication skills enough that you're just able to interact with them, you're able to flirt with them if you have to, you're able to talk to them, you're able to hold conversation, you're able to have them as just your friends or as connections or people. Like what you should be able to talk to girls. Like shouldn't be this big deal. Like bro, you're no longer 16. I'm talking to myself as well. I've said that a lot now. But you're no longer 16, like you should be able to do this stuff. So just talk to girls. And this also leads to the next one. So these three, they are all the same. Well, not exactly the same. But the next thing also, I feel like everybody should stop doing. Like all of us are getting old, just similar to that, my friend. At this point, you should stop being like antisocial. And when I say antisocial, it doesn't mean you should necessarily have a lot of friends and everything. But it seems that for the longest time, somebody that has just had terrible social skills. That's how I'll say it. I've had terrible social skills. So, like, I'm usually this very antisocial person. Like I just basically talk to no one. Like apart from just the basic greeting. I see you passing, of course, and I know you maybe will go to the same school, same church, same class, whatever. Of course, I will greet you. Like if it's only maybe we have interacted once before. If I've interacted once before, after that I'll just greet you. But our conversation is just going to be that surface level. It's not going to go below that. Like it's just it. So you can't really call those people your friends. You can just the guy you just greet. But for somebody that is your friend. I don't really have any, and like I said, the only person is like that my roommate's girl, which is like that's like I feel like at this age you shouldn't be doing that anymore. Like you shouldn't be this antisocial isolation guy that is just in his room all day watching YouTube, just locked in his room, depressed. Everywhere is dark and messy. Like he's just there by himself in this gloom. He's like, oh, I don't have any friends. I'm on the grind. Like. Obviously, I'm not trying to say you should become popular and all that, but at this stage, you should. I feel like those are teenage stuff. Those are teenage shits. Like those are things you did when you were a teenager. Like, oh, nobody cares about me in my room all by myself. I feel like you should go into the world and look for people like yourself because obviously there are people that will like you for who you are. Like obviously, like that's just common sense. The big whole wide world, whether offline, online, in real life, whatever. There are people that you people connect, you people vibe a lot with. So go and meet those people. Like have friends, have people to talk to, have connections. Like if you need something, have people you can be able to reach out to rather than I'm all by myself, I'm going through these hard times and there's nobody for me to talk to. Like just have friends. Like not necessarily like just have people and also be able to communicate. Like I think that's one big problem. Many of us now just have bad social skills, very bad. We're just terrible. Like we're just terrible people. Like we our social skills just suck a lot. I'm talking about myself especially. My social skills are trash, very very bad. So like I feel like we should have gotten past the stage when you're a teenager and you're awkward around people and you don't have social skills. Even if you're not necessarily perfect, but at least you should start to be aiming towards becoming at a competent level where you can interact with humans, you can talk with people and stuff. Like come on. I feel like at this age, like you should be able to communicate with people, both old, young, male, female, boy, girl, whatever. Like you should be able to talk to people, you should be able to communicate. So the next thing I feel like everybody should stop that is around my age range, maybe at 21, 22, 20, whatever. is not being serious with your shit. Like basically not being serious with your shit. And the things that I'm not trying to say, how do I put this now? I'm not trying to say you should be perfect. I'm not trying to say you should never make mistakes and stuff. Obviously, like, you're still young, you're still dumb, you're still human and all that. But like at this age, like you should stop being lazy. Like me, for example, I always used to, like, every time I think about it, I feel bad because this whole YouTube stuff now, since 2020, so 2020, 2019, I started thinking like, having a YouTube channel would not be such a bad idea. 2020, I made my first video around June. This is 2024. Wow, this is actually June. So that's 4 years on the dot. It's crazy. So 4 years later, nothing. Like, the channels haven't grown. My channel hasn't grown. Like this, I've not really been having intention to grow this one, guys. When it's just like we just come here and talk around nonsense. But my other channels I had intention to grow, they have still not grown. I think the biggest one is 800 subscribers. The other one is like 160 subscribers, something like that. And for 4 fucking years, 4 good years, bro, 4 years. So the point I'm just trying to make is like, I didn't take it seriously. That's why. That's literally the only reason. I was just not consistent for those 4 years. For those, I've been doing it for 4 years, true. But those 4 years, I was not serious with doing this thing. And 4 years later, I basically have nothing to show for it. And I feel like that's what everybody should stop doing, that, especially if you are no longer like a teenager. It's almost as if I'm beating the teenagers, but as a teenager, you're not exactly a child, but at the same time, you're not an adult. Now you're an adult, bro. You're no longer a child. You're a full-blown adult. You can literally get married. You can get somebody pregnant. If you do some bad stuff, you're going to prison. They're not going to say, "Oh, you stay a kid." You're going to jail. So you're an adult now. Like, you should be able to be serious with stuff. You should be able to take things seriously. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, for many of us, our school, like school is a very good example. But I won't necessarily blame you for school, because I hate school. For your schooling career, like, you suck. For most of us, at least for myself, many people suck. Their schooling career is just bad. Like, it's either their grades are very bad or it's just average. Like, they just manage to get out, or their grades is just bad as fuck. So you didn't take school seriously. But even if you did not, it doesn't necessarily have to school. Whatever other thing you're pursuing that is important to you, that you choose to do, or you have to do, maybe not necessarily truly, but you have to do this thing to get to that next level, you should take it seriously. Stop procrastinating on this thing. Stop having stop making days, weeks, months, years pass by, and you don't take this stuff seriously. You just kind of do it. You don't actually do it. Because you just end up being like me, that 4 years later, you have nothing to, no result, nothing to show for it, just because you have not been serious. So it's almost like this 4th year now, I'm still, I'm just starting. Because the last 4 years I was not serious with it, but at least I'm very sure I'll make faster progress within the next 4 years than the last. But, basically stop having a goal, a plan, a dream, or whatever, and procrastinating on it. Like, you sit on it, maybe I want to be a singer, or I want to learn how to write code. I want to learn how to, I want to learn some kind of skill or business model or hustle or academic pursuit. I want to do all this cool stuff, but you just don't do it. You're just sitting on it, not taking it seriously, procrastinating, just there, whatever. Like, at this age, I feel like you should start developing work ethic. You should start developing how to do shit, how to basically be productive and stuff. Because another thing I noticed again is, if you look at many of all these great big entrepreneur type people, still recording. It was around this age they actually started taking their shit seriously. Like, many of all these success stories, especially the guys that are older, they are maybe in their 30s or 40s or late 20s. They started, when they started their business, when they took it serious and stuff, it was when they were in their early 20s. Some of them even when they were in their teens. But I can pardon you for your teens, because as a teenager, still you kind of don't have sense. Well, as an adult now, this is the time to take shit seriously. This is the time to take shit seriously. So stop procrastinating on your dreams. Stop not doing what you have to do. If you have your destination and you know how to get there, just do what you have to do to get there and be serious with it. That's simple. The next thing, still another thing, the next thing I'll just say is like I'll say this one is just I'll just generalize this one because I can't really think of any more things. But just not living life, like just not living life in general. Many of us, at least myself, is good. So let me just share this with you. I realized like, wow, now assuming everything goes right and stuff. What if everything goes wrong? Like I have 6 months before I graduate from school. Literally 6 months. The reason why I say everything should go right because first of all, if anything like another COVID-19, or it's gonna be COVID-24 happens, lockdown, strike here in Nigeria, they like strike a lot because government is just shit. They don't pay their workers enough, so the workers always go on strike. So if none of these special events happen, like school will not extend because if these special events happen, like maybe COVID happens, everywhere shuts down. That's 1 year extra for me. Like I'll still have to come back next year to graduate. If strike again to extend the school timeline, I'll still have to come back again. But if none of those happen, funny enough, if I'm being honest, I kind of want it to happen. So that's I'm not tired, I want to rest. But if none of that happens, the other thing that can make it special is maybe I don't pass, maybe I fail a few courses. If I fail any course, I'll also come back next year to come and write them, man. I failed quite a few. And also if I don't do any registration, maybe they have some stupid registrations now that I'm meant to do. If I don't do any of them, I also come back next year to come and do them. So if nothing special like strike or shit doesn't happen and I do all the registrations, write all the exams and pass everything, by this year I'm graduating. And even if all this happen other than the strike and stuff, and even with the strike and stuff, when I come back next year, let's say for the strike, if I come back next year, like it's just been maybe 2 months to go. Like they'll just say you have 3 months left, and like it was, you already kind of feel like you're done with school. And the worst is only if maybe I feel this thing now, like a subject or so, I have to come out next year to come and write it. Everybody, like when you're coming back, you're not going to see your fellow classmates. All of them, they are out in the world. Like you just go back to the exam hall because now there's basically no class to attend again. No, like you are not even really a student anymore. Like you still are because you have not technically graduated. After you graduate, after I finish the exam, you do a few clearances and a few things like that before they actually like let you graduate. So if I come back, like I'm not, like the school is just not going to be the way it is now. That's what I'm just trying to say in summary. And I just thought to myself, on my university career since 2021, so 2021, since 2021, my entire university career, I've basically spent it inside. Like I've just been in my room watching YouTube and checking watching YouTube. I'm making a few videos like this here and there, and I just never really lived. Because many people, university is like this big time in their life where you go and party and you take drugs and you fuck bitches and you do all these crazy things and you have all these wild memories that you will never forget. Because like if I ask many of my older people now, like my parents, my uncles, older people, like many of their cool memories, they can draw many of them out from their university experience. While me, like I said, I just spent it in my room watching YouTube and watching YouTube in the day, checking off in the net. What a fucking way to live. So like I just thought to myself, and now it's just 6 months left. Like I just want to live basically. Like I want to live a better life. Like I don't just want to lock myself. And it doesn't necessarily mean I want to go and be fucking bitches and taking drugs and stuff. I'll kind of like to experience that shop. It doesn't necessarily mean I want to live like that type of wild life, but I just want to actually live. I just want my life to actually be colorful. I want it to be more than just locking myself in my room, watching YouTube and just doing random things. Like I want to actually experience stuff. I want to actually meet people. I want to actually do stuff. I want to actually live. I want to actually do all these things. And this is what like back to the whole stuff you should stop doing when you're 20, 21, whatever. Like just not living, because many of us, you just wake up, grab your phone, scroll, go to school, go to work, come back, scroll, eat, do random things, can't sleep, wake up the next day, repeat, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Like, you basically just repeat it every day for like years. That's basically your life for years. And every now and then, every once in like a year or 2 years or something like out of ordinary will happen. Maybe you might get invited for some party, or you might manage to go somewhere, you might do like something like, but that happens like once every 2 years or once every year or something like that. I'm not necessarily saying I want it to happen every day, but it should be more often. Like, at least I want to see that my day-to-day life shouldn't just be wake up, grab phone, scroll, sleep, jerk off in the nights, and just live. Like, I feel like we're past this level. In your 20s, this at least that's what I feel. Like I said, these are the times to experience. These are the times to learn. These are the times to grow. These are the times to see things, to do things. And you just locking yourself in your room, I don't know, that doesn't really help. At least in my opinion, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. Of course, you can say, monk mode, I'm trying to work on my goals and everything. Do that for a while, but it seems that, be honest with yourself, don't bullshit yourself, because I used to bullshit myself for a long time. I used to say, monk mode, working on my goals, but yet when if somebody could actually come put a CCTV in my room and see what I actually do every day, you ain't working on shit. Like, you spend the whole day scrolling, watching YouTube, and maybe you manage to make a video, you manage to work a little bit, maybe every like 3 days. When you feel guilty for over scrolling, then you check, like, you're not doing work. Like, don't lie to yourself. But if you're actually going to grind and everything, good for you and all that. But you're basically not doing work. I would recommend that. How I often recommend it is, if you are somebody that's already very social, because I'm sure you know people that, they have the vibrant life. Like, they actually go out, they meet people, they do stuff, they live life like that. If you're that type of person, then I feel like you should do the reverse, which is locking yourself in your room and just focusing on your work. Not just locking yourself in your room to be like a weirdo. Focusing on your work. But on the other hand, if you're somebody like me that already locks yourself in your room but doesn't still work, you have to go to the world, bro. Like, go and meet people. Like, let's get some pumped for this. Let's make this next few years of our life, let's make it that we actually live. We actually do shit. Let's not just be like, 26 now, and life has basically been the same since I was 21. Like, wake up, grab phone. Maybe now I just have a job, or I have some program team I'm working on. Maybe you're trying to get your PhD or something like that. Just wake up, grab phone, school work, basic interactions, with your co-workers. You just greet them, they greet you back. Or your co-students, greet them, they greet you back, and that's it. And that's your life. And you go home, scroll again, eat, sleep, wake up, and repeat. Like, that shouldn't be, like, let's make it that the next few years of our life is not going to be that. Let's make the next few years, the next few months, the next few years of our life, let's make it sick. Let's make it cool. Let's make it that we have many experiences to draw from, many stories to tell, many things we saw, many things we did. Like, let's make this next few years of our life awesome. Like I said before, bro, you're old. At least I assume you're old. You're definitely old, bro. At least I don't know about you, but me, I'm old. I'm going to be 21 in 3 months, which sounds young, which is still very young to many people, but at least from knowing who I used to be or where I'm coming from, that's old. Like, that's pretty fucking old, bro. Like, 21 is just crazy. 21 is pretty crazy, bro. Even this singer self is now just realizing, like, wow, this guy Juice WRLD, when he died, I think basically like 1 week after his birthday or something like that. So it was basically around his age. I'm not trying to say he should become the next Juice WRLD, but I don't even think he should come, because he will die by 21. Like, just do stuff. Like, see Juice WRLD, for example, and 21 years old at that point, see how the crazy life he had lived. And obviously, like, it's kind of led to his death, so, don't know if it's necessarily a good life. But, like, he did a lot of stuff, that's what I'm trying to say. So, you don't necessarily have to become the next Juice WRLD. You shouldn't go and be taking drugs and whatever. But just do more stuff, in summary. Like, just live a more vibrant, a more colorful, like a better life in general. I don't know about you, that is what I aim to do. Within the next few months / years, and these last 6 months, I want it to be like the best, 6 months of my school career. The other ones, like I said, I'll just spend it in my room, scrolling YouTube in the day, jerking off in the night and doing a few random things in between. I want the next 6 months to like I want to actually enjoy it. I want it to be dope. I want it to be sick. So anyways, that's it for now. Just thought I'll share that with you. Nobody's probably going to watch this video to this point. It's not like any of you focus here. See you in the next one.